Alright, we're going to continue working on our name blocks project. From the end of the first video, we created a block using Autodesk Inventor. It's a 1 by 1 by 1 inch cube. We colored it blue, and now we want to put a letter on it. This should be the first letter of your first name. To do this, I want to click on the side I want to draw on. I want to draw that letter on a side of the block. So I'm going to click this side. I do notice that it is highlighted now and there's a red band around it. And since I want to sketch on this side, I go to the upper left hand corner and again click the button that says 2D Sketch. When I click on that, that side turns towards me and my ribbon at the top changes again to include drawing tools over here on the left hand side. If my last name is Jop and I want to create the letter J, and you start with your first letter of your first name, I have to figure out how I'm going to use these tools to draw a J. I think what I'm going to try to do is use the line tool to make the upper part of my J. So I click on line, I go where I want to start drawing, and I click, and I just move my mouse the direction I want it to go. Whenever I click, it's like taking a turn on a road. I'm going to take a turn with my line and again use my cursor to draw. I'm now going to click and go up. I'm going to click and go to the right, and in my mind I have a three-dimensional J that I'm drawing. Looks good. I keep going. Keep going. Now I'm going to run into a problem because I need to curve my line. So I can't do all just square letters. I'm now going to go all the way back to my tools and I'm going to select arc. Okay. I can now pick it up where I left off, and what I do is move my cursor around. My cursor is this yellow dot, and when I get to the end of a line I've already drawn, I should know that that dot changes to green. That means I'm exactly picking up where I left off. Okay. For an arc, I'm going to click and then find where I want that curve to end and click. And I'm going to go in the middle and I can kind of just bow that line out. I can just curve that line as much as I want to. I'm pretty happy with it right there. I'm now going to do the same thing to the other side of that J I was drawing. I find the green dot, I click, I go to where I want that line to end and I click, and I go to the middle and I give my arc some curve. To finish my J, I'm going to go back to the line tool and just connect the ends of my arcs. Again, I look for a green dot, I move it around till I get another green dot, and I click again. I have a three-dimensional J. If you remember from the first video, when we are done drawing, we go up to the right-hand corner and find the big green check mark that is Finish Sketch. So I click that. Now I have my cube that has the letter J drawn on it. Let's make that three-dimensional too by pulling that shape away from the surface of the cube. The same way I made the cube three-dimensional, I'm going to find the word or command that's called extrude. I click extrude, I go click on my J, I notice that it's huge. I don't want it that big. So what I'm going to do is move things around so I can see the gold arrow that shows my extrusion. I can click and drag that gold arrow to make that shape as big as I want. I want it to come out just a little. So when I'm happy with what it looks like, I can click the little green arrow for the extrude command, or if you have this pop-up window you can click OK. I'm now going to click the surface of my J, give it a different color so it really shows up, and there you have it. I now have a cube with the letter J. Beautiful.